First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll run. This is Bashal Tutin. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a game of just 1. You talk about this Lions defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, report. Hey. No, we changed it.
Jackson. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 7, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. McGowan. And he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. McGowan finding room. Now the ball comes loose. And the Ravens have got it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Jackson now. And he's caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 16
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
12 more yards there and another first down.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
13.
Slot man moves right. To throw is Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just when he wanted a first down run, call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And the offense humming on the first first drive, not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
This time Jackson will throw it. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal. Different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Tyler Luke on for the Ravens field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about when they move the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted to practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. When they come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 2nd and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to get this inside the 30. time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Will be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
15 more yards.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line. Even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing is Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McGowan finds Gibbs on a check down. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 47 yards. And the Lions taken the lead. Extra point line slide. It's up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, hopefully, because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
A 10-yard gain.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Throwing to start the drive. McGowan. That is caught by Laporta. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. That's complete. It's Collins. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now it's Jackson. Swinging this out for Pollard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Jackson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches were looking for perfections in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Miguel. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Now Lamar changing the look. Jackson. He'll complete this one to Collins. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed scheme going.
On second down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Ravens first down.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
From the gun, Jackson.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Again, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they're certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Tootin is not going to get in here as they push it back to the 2-yard line.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
19-18. Ready.
And he will take it in. touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Bashal Tutin
Taking it in from a yard out.
and the Ravens get a bit closer. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point
They'll try and throw
conversion.
for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. McGowan.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second and a couple.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 2.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. That brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Hey, Alpha, what?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Play action. It's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Jackson going to keep it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Jackson now. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Aiden Hutchinson.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing is Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Hey, report. 13.
Back to throw. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown ground.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
That's good.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead.
And that lines up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Ready? I got him. On me. 70.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 or 36.
2nd and into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's first down. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now.
70 Lions.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown Lions.
Well, you've been a workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Lions, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Baltimore,
They'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. I promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting till we're yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Two distant strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I have to put the bridges out you burnt. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact, buzz you up so I can call that appalling.
Can't tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? French tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at them. Been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young and it ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said it's no fun to blame, but I was not the one to change. 'Cause I was not the one to save you. You were my everything, now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'm doing anything, I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
been gone for a little too long. I've been waiting on the drummer to kick off